When I fixed my literal beliefs, I became a better Muslim, and I was also able to make more money in my business and everything like that. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can change your entire life by literally changing the things you believe in. Because let me tell you, what you believe in will become true. And it's not like, oh, I'm not trying to say like this is against Allah's will. Of course, it is going to be at the end of the day Allah's will. But there is such a huge psychological, like, it's just how Allah has created us. The way you think about things. For example, let's say you go to a car dealership and you want to look at a car, right? You're thinking about buying a certain type of car. When you go out on the road, you will see that type of car. It's because psychologically our brain, our just entire system gets put onto a certain thing. So when you have a belief that, for example, oh, when I go out in public, people don't like me, or like people look at me weird. When you go out in public, you will see that behavior towards yourself, even though it's not. Maybe people are looking at you because you're so beautiful or whatever it is, right? So what you believe in you will always see it. It will always come into reality. It will always come true. So let me tell you a story about this, right? I remember like probably last year, right? I started this new business. I was selling kind of an expensive product. It wasn't expensive at all, but it was $1,000, right, for one like product. And I had this belief, oh, no one will buy it. People will think it's too expensive. It is too expensive. What am I doing? This isn't gonna sell it. All these random limiting beliefs, right, that were holding me back. Because I believed in that, because I was like, oh, people aren't gonna buy this, I wasn't even sometimes doing the actions required to get to the point where people will buy, number one. So look at that. Just by me not doing the actions, just by me not putting in the work that I need to put in, of course, the effect, by me not putting in the cause, the effect is not going to happen, right? People aren't going to come and buy the thing. Number two, let's say it was like, I just had this belief, it's too expensive, right? And people won't see the value in it. Well, when I would get on a sales call, when I would actually pitch it to someone, I would hold back my punches. I wouldn't actually believe that they will buy because like I didn't believe in it, right? And because of that, I wouldn't do the actions. I wouldn't have the right thoughts. I wouldn't objection handle like I did, and I wouldn't make money. People will be like, oh my God, no, that's so expensive. Can we have it for cheaper, right? And so what happened was I saw this guy talking about some lady selling a knitting program. So like she was an old lady and she was teaching other old ladies like aunties on how to knit. And I remember looking at this and he's like, oh yeah, this client, she's like selling it for $1,000 for 6 months, whatever, right? I'm like, wait. That product is at least as valuable as my product. And my product is probably a lot more valuable. It's going to help a lot more people in like a way that actually matters rather than like knitting, which is like, maybe I'm just me, maybe being 21 years old, I don't really care about knitting. But you get my point, right? It's going to be a lot more valuable than whatever like she's selling for the same price point. Instantly, my belief broke, right? That limiting belief broke. And I was like, okay, $1,000 isn't even that much, blah, 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 I can sell this. Literally a week later, I had a sale. A little week later, I had another sale. So it's all about just the things you believe in, right? And even when I was like trying to get more on deen, right? I had this belief like, oh, I'm just not a good Muslim, like I don't even need to be, like I kind of had this like limiting belief deep inside me put there by shaitan, like, oh, like I don't even need to be a good Muslim right now. I'm young, all these things, right? And I had this belief and I would start like, I just believe that, oh, I'm not a good Muslim. I'm not that good, whatever. I'm just like, right? Because of that, because of me having that belief, because of me literally thinking about that, like believing in that 24/7 without even realizing I believe in that, I started to act in that way. I would act as someone who's not like a good Muslim, right? The thing about human psychology is we want to behave in a way that we said we would behave in, right? So if you said to someone, oh yeah, bro, I'm going to make 100,000 or I'm going to go to this shop tomorrow at this time, you have so much of a higher chance of actually doing that action just because you've said that. It's like accountability, whatever it is. And I had this like just belief system with myself. I'm not a good Muslim, and I would go act like someone who wasn't a good Muslim. And at a certain point, when I understood like the power of belief, identity, self-image, all these psychological things, right? I started to tell myself, oh, I am a good Muslim. I'm getting closer to Allah. My iman is really high. I'm gonna pray my 5 prayers. I love praying my prayers. All this stuff, right? It allowed me to start acting in a way that would reflect my belief system. I started to act, one, I started to believe that I'm a good Muslim. Secondly, I started to act like one. I started to like pray more, read more Quran, do this, do that, right? And it's the exact same thing for you in whatever you choose to do and whatever you want to do. If you believe that it will happen, if you believe that it is real, right? Let's say you want to get to 10K a month. If you believe that you can get to 10K a month, you will get to 10K a month. But there is someone who believes, oh, 10K a month is too much. I can't even get to 10K a month. And they will not get to 10K a month. So there are some limiting beliefs in your life, things you believe in right now that, number one, it's not a real belief, right? It's not like a solid belief. It's not even right for you to believe that. But by you believing in that, it is holding you back from going and achieving that goal, going and achieving or acting in a certain way that will benefit you, that will help you become a better version of yourself. So make sure that you go and smash all those limiting beliefs, as many as you can, and you will see an exponential growth in whatever area of life that belief resided in. Thank you for your time. Go watch the video on screen. Assalamu alaikum.